And there you go. Just enough, right? Hey girl, hey, it's me, Amber D, and thank you so much for coming through for another video. If you haven't already, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Alright girls, so today we are getting into a quick little office work beat. Now normally this takes me about 15 minutes from start to finish. Takes me a little bit longer when I'm talking through some of the stuff, but stick with me. It's real time, no cuts, no edits. Just a quick little 15-ish minute work beat. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I always start with is an eye primer. This one is from Ulta Beauty. It's the matte eye primer because my eyelids will not behave without no primer. It's the only part of my face that I found that the primer will actually work and not break me out. And without eye primer, my shadow or powder or anything will not last more than an hour tops. And then without it, even if I don't put any makeup on, like if I just don't do any primer, no powder, no shadow, no nothing, then my eyelids will get so oily, the oil will leak into my mascara, which will leak into my eyes, and then it'll just start burning so much. Girl, I just put the damn primer on. And then next I go right in with my foundation, my Super Stay Maybelline Hybrid Powder Foundation. And this is with the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. Super puffy. Nice and soft. And even without a primer, it grips right on right away. And since we're just doing for the office, I don't even go in with any, like I don't use my camo concealer to spot treat. I don't go in with any highlighting powder afterwards. Like this is just a simple little work beat. I work in a simple little casual office. I could get away with no makeup, but that's just how I do. And then I go over my eye with the primer. And that's all I do as far as eyeshadow or anything for the eye. And I always make sure like I look up or I put my chin down and go in, because that way I don't get any creases under the eye. And that's it, girl. That is my base, my foundation for work. Just that simple. And then the only other thing for base face-wise or anything like that is this Maybelline Fit Me blush. This is in shade Dairy. I don't know if they don't have this color anymore or if they have this color but it has a different name, because I was looking for it. I mean, clearly I have plenty of it. I'm not out. This lasts so long. I haven't even reached pan yet. But I was just looking over there because I was getting my powder, I think, and the blushes were right there. And I didn't see it. I didn't even see like a little space for it, so I don't know. Luckily, I have plenty left, so it's not something I have to worry about for a while, but. And then when I'm doing my blush, I just, whatever I have on my brush, which is the e.l.f. Angled Blush Brush, I smile, but instead of going in first on the apples of my cheek, I go in up on the side and I go up higher to kind of get things lifted. So I smile and I go kind of right up by the eye and then come down to where what's left is going on the apples of my cheek and not all of it, because I found like too much was just kind of bringing my face down a little bit. And especially since for work I don't use any contour or anything like that, I need my blush and what I do have on to help out. So I found that kind of helps. And then like literally that's it for the face. Next is brows. And what I've been using for brows, I've been using for 101 years. This is the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow. I don't know if it's gonna... We're not gonna waste time trying to let this stuff focus. But it's a brow gel. And I like this one. I actually did recently just buy this NYX brow glue. And I liked it, but I didn't like the way that it didn't dry down. I always just felt like it stayed greasy looking. It stayed looking like a gel. It never dried down. And I kept waiting on it to dry down and it never did. I used it for almost like a week. Trying different things, like with, you know, see if I could get it to work. And I couldn't, so this one I hadn't even opened yet. You see how just with the brow gel? And for years and years and years, this is all I used, whether I was doing a full bead or work makeup. This is just all. That's all I did. I always have to go in more on this brow, especially on the inner corner, because there are like no hairs there. And then it's like obvious that the left brow is so much smaller, I guess you could say, than the right one. But what I have been doing recently, girl, I know you ain't gonna be able to see nothing on this pen, but this is the Feather Effect Brow Pen from ColourPop. This is in the shade Black Brown. I ain't told you the shade enough. Oh, well, my foundation is in the shade 340, which I think is Cappuccino in their colors, and then this is in the shade Deep. And then the brow pen is in the shade Black Brown. And the crazy thing is, like, when I use this, when I was first using this brow pen with just that NYX, the clear NYX gel, the color came through completely different. It was like way too light. And I was like, I don't even think this gonna work. And then when I stopped using the NYX and I went back to just using my OG CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow, and then like adding this on, like it's not too light. It's going on the same shade as the brow gel. It's not too light at all, but with nothing, like with just that, I don't know if it's because that gel was making the color change, or was making the color not come through really. I don't know, but that gel, that NYX gel just didn't work for me. And it's crazy because one of the YouTubers I watch, I love her brows, and she's somewhat newer to me, so I don't know if I had just listened when she showed what she was using, but recently she had talked about it again, and she just uses the same NYX, this same one. She uses one of the color ones. I think it's like the second to darkest one, I think she was saying. But when she had went to get more, they didn't have it, so she got the clear and she used it, and her brows look just as good as they always do. And they look like they dried down. Like they didn't look oily or jelly or, you know, like hair gel. It wasn't giving that on her like it was on me. So I was like, girl, I'm gonna just stick to what I know been working. So going in with this little brow pen, I don't need much on this side, but I go in more on this side, and it just kind of helps fill in, because this brow definitely need more help than this side. But that's it for brows. And then as far as liner goes, I have this e.l.f. eyeliner pen. This is in the shade Coffee. It's a dark brown. And I just go in and tight line as close to my lash line as possible. This is not, I don't really use this for the look of eyeliner. I use it more for the look of a thicker lash base. So I don't know if you, I mean, you can kind of tell like this between the two. It doesn't really look like I have eyeliner on. It just looks like there's a little bit more going on around my brows. I mean, around my lashes, right? Or at least to me. I don't know why it's always easier to go in the inner corner with my eye open versus with my eyes closed. But that's it for that eyeliner. And then I have my jumbo one from NYX. This is in the shade Frappe. And I just go in the outer corner, kind of just inside of the outer corner. And I angle it like up towards the end of my brow, and I close my eyes and pull up. Just to give me a little smudge, a little wing smudge, and then I come in a little bit, and then I just blend it with my finger, and then I go about halfway on the lower. And that's it for liner. Last up is lashes. And then I go in with my lash curler first. This is from Wet n Wild. It's their rose gold one. And I go as close to the lash line as I can get, and I do like 3 or 4 pumps. And then I go a little bit farther out and do about 3 or 4 more pumps. And then I use the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Stretch and Strength Mascara. And I've really been liking this one, but I learned a mascara hack that has really helped me get absolutely no clumps on my lashes. So it takes time, but I literally go through and get all the excess mascara off. I don't know if you can see like how some still have like the little clumps, the strips of mascara. I'm wiping all of that off. I was watching this girl, you know, she was like, this is a mascara hack, and I thought she was gonna say something revolutionary. And it was so simple, and in a sense, it was revolutionary. Like, ever since I've been doing this, I haven't had one clump. And yes, it takes time to go through and get all of this off, but first of all, this is not a new mascara. I've had this mascara for several months now, and just look at all that product that I got off. Like, this is still how much comes up every time, and you don't need that much. Not for any one pass. Like, even if you like to go through a lot of coats, you don't need that much all at once. So what I like to do is I take my compact and I go through with the highest magnification, and I put my mirror low. So that way I don't have to look up, I don't have to do the mascara face, but I put it low so that way when I'm kind of putting my mascara on, it's not coming up on my lid. So I'm just looking in the mirror down here, and I got the highest, closest magnification on, or side on. And I can get everything. And I haven't even touched my lid yet. And I used to always have those mascara marks on my lid when I was doing it the other way. And that's one coat. no clumps. I'm not gonna dip again. I'm just gonna go straight over to the left eye. Cool. Now, because this is for work, I'm still not doing the most. I'm gonna go right in for second coat because all that dipping and cleaning, I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that again for work. For like a full bead situation, yes, I would do it 2, maybe 3 times depending on where I'm going and what I'm doing, what time of day or night. But for work, no, we're not doing that again. So we're just gonna go right on back in for coat number 2. And it's still enough on there to make a difference between coat 1 and coat 2. So you don't even really have to go through the trouble. I mean, again, it's just for a little work week. Coat number 2. And that is it for mascara. And normally at this point I would be done and I would just throw my lip combo in my purse and do that in the car closer to work. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna do, let's do my second favorite lip combo. So this is my Wet n Wild Simma Brown Now brown liner. And then this is my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Angel Food Cake. My second favorite from them. And these are literally the only glosses I wear now, other than my Fat Oil Lip Drip, which is also from NYX. And there you go. Just enough for a little work week. All right, girl, we are all ready for work. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. If you haven't already, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.